Welcome to On the Line.
This is Olivia Vanderside and Kerrigan Backer.
Our channel explains and answers your questions about the controversies in professional sports industries.
Today's topic is on National Basketball Association, the NBA.
Stay tuned to find out what stories we will report on today's episode.
Our first story is on the Tim Donaghy betting scandal.
His full name is Timothy Francis Donaghy.
He was born January 7, 1967, in the Philadelphia suburb of Harbortown, Pennsylvania.
He attended Cardinal O'Hara High School in Springfield, Pennsylvania, and his father, Gary Donaghy, was a referee for the NCAA men's basketball.
In 1989, he graduated from Villanova University with a degree in sales and marketing.
While he was at school, he played for their basketball team.
It's debated whether or not he played basketball at a varsity level in high school.
He married Kimberly Strumpf Donaghy in 1995, but their marriage did not last, and shortly after the scandal broke, Kim filed for divorce.
The ex-couple notably had 4 kids together.
All of the following is according to ESPN.com and the Netflix series Untold, Operation Flagrant Foul.
On July 20, 2007, columnist Murray Weiss of the New York Post reported an investigation to the FBI.
It was into allegations of an NBA referee betting on games and controlling the point spread.
To explain, point spreading is various types of wagering for the outcome of an event.
For example, let's say a team would have to win by a certain amount in order to cover the spread for a set bet made.
According to an article on Wikipedia, it was revealed that Donaghy, who had a gambling problem, placed tens of thousands of dollars in bets on games during the 2005 to 2006 and 2006 to the 2007 seasons.
He had been approached by low-level mob associates to work on gambling schemes.
NBA Commissioner David Stern said in a statement, "We would like to assure our fans that no amount of effort, time, or personnel is being spared to assist in this investigation, to bring to justice an individual who has betrayed the most scarce trust in professional sports, and to take the necessary steps to protect against this ever happening again."
He called the scandal a wake-up call that says you can't be complacent.
On July 27th, it is noted that Donaghy would surrender to the FBI and plead guilty to gambling charges against him.
At his home in Bradenton, Donaghy did not initially comment on his situation.
His then wife, Kimberly, passed a note to reporters telling them not to bother asking them any questions.
On August 15th, Donaghy appeared in federal court and pleaded guilty to conspiracy to engage in wire fraud and transmitted wagering.
Initially, he received $2,000 per correct pick, but it was increased to $5,000 for his accuracy on calls.
In total, he received $300,000 to pass inside information to the bookies.
Donaghy was fined $500,000 and ordered to pay at least $30,000 in restitution.
Directly from Wikipedia, it states Donaghy was released on a $2,500 bond and awaited sentencing on January 25th of 2008.
On June 19, 2008, the NBA filed a demand that Donaghy reimburse the league for his costs of his airfare, meals, complimentary games, tickets, and other expenses.
On July 29, 2008, Donaghy was sentenced in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York to 15 months in prison for his participation in the gambling scandal.
Followed by 3 years of supervised release.
Donaghy was released from prison after serving 11 months and was due to finish his sentence in a recovery house near Tampa Bay, Florida.
It was there where he was trying to get treated for his gambling addiction.
If you want to learn more about this story, be sure to watch the Netflix documentary called Untold Operation Flagrant Foul.
So Kerrigan, what do you think of that scandal?
I think he got exactly what he deserved. Like, honestly, I mean, the guy cheated and did all these bets, got in with the mob and expected to get out clean, and then he didn't. Like, obviously, like, you don't make tons of mistakes and expect
You literally did a crime.
I know, you don't expect to, like, get off free. So
Yeah.
I think he got exactly what he deserved.
Yeah, I agree. What he did was not right at all. Like, yeah.
This next story is referred to as Malace in the Palace.
According to a Wikipedia article, the Indiana Pacers were founded on February 2nd, 1967, as an American Basketball Association franchise.
The Pacers were considered a dynasty in the ABA, winning 3 titles and 6 conference titles.
They were pretty good. The Pacers played in the Eastern Conference and Central Division, and they played their home games at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
According to this article on the DetroitHistorical.org, the Pistons franchise was established in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1937.
The team played in the National Basketball League under the guidance of original owner Fred Zoller.
During their first 4 seasons in Detroit, the Pistons played in the Olympia Stadium before relocating to the Cobo Arena in 1961.
In 1988, Pistons moved again to the Palace of Auburn Hills.
The team developed a physical and aggressive style of play, earning them the nickname the Bad Boys of Basketball.
Ooh. The Detroit Pistons moved to Little Caesars Arena in 2017, sharing the place with the Detroit Red Wings for the first time since Olympia Stadium.
In 2004, the Indiana Pacers went to play the Detroit Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
On November 19, 2004, the basketball game was called off with 45.9 seconds remaining, with the Pacers leading 97-82.
At the time, the Pistons were defending champions that season, but had a rough start.
They were 4-3 heading into this game against the Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers' record that year was 6-2 so far. The Pistons were already frustrated to be losing by 15 against them.
The Indiana Pacers forward Ron Arrest fouled Detroit Pistons center Ben Wallace.
The latter shoved him, and a fight broke out.
After the fight was settled, a fan decided to throw a drink at Arrest's head, and so the player ran into the stands to grab the offender.
The situation had escalated into a brawl that led to several more fans and officials getting involved.
The repercussions of the Malice of the Palace controversy was that 9 players were suspended by the NBA.
This included Ron Artest, Stephen Jackson, Jeremiah O'Neal, Ben Wallace, Reggie Miller, and Chauncey Billups.
The 9 players received a total suspension of 136 games and accumulated approximately $11 million in lost wages.
Artest, Jackson, and O'Neal received the lion's share of suspension of 8, 6, 30, and 15 games.
Wallace was suspended for 6 games, while Miller and Billups were each suspended for 1 game.
If you want to hear more about this scandal, there is also another documentary on Netflix called Untold: Malace at the Palace. Well, alright Olivia, what do you think of this scandal?
Man, it's a crazy scandal, that's for sure. I can't believe that many people got involved. But all the players received the punishment they deserve for such a big fight.
I definitely think so. Like our last episode, I thought that there was like a little bit of like more controversy and stuff like that, and some, like the Firos didn't deserve his sentence, at least in my opinion, but like this one, I feel like both of them got exactly what they deserved.
Part of me thinks arrest should have had a bigger punishment.
Well, yeah, like, yeah, no, like the whole thing just doesn't, yeah.
Or even the
Doesn't
fans
sit well.
that got involved. Probably should have.
Well, yeah, they didn't say anything
yeah.
about what the fans did, and they're the one who like actually like threw the thing at his head.
Threw
Like,
the bottle, so.
no, definitely deserved.
Thanks for watching On The Line.
If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more about professional sports scandals, visit the Jordan High School Creative Communications YouTube page.
And if you want to put in your input, please comment down below with what you think.
Stay tuned for our next video.
This has been Olivia Vanderside and Kerrigan Backer.
Signing offline.